Now it's time to put your contest on your Facebook page. First thing you'll want to do is go back to GameTimeConnections.com and log in the upper right hand corner of the website. I've already logged in, and so what I'm going to do is go directly to the dashboard, which is what you will see when you log in. You'll see a series of different options here on the navigation bar, but the one that we're going to focus on today is going to be how to create a campaign or contest for your Facebook page. So go ahead and click the Create Campaign button, which will bring you to step number 1 of 6. You have a drop-down menu here, which is going to display the games that we have options for you to add to your Facebook page. A couple different notes on these. The Zodiac Master game does not work on cell phones or mobile devices. So if you're going to send this to all of your customers, the ones that I would suggest sticking with are the word search game, the memory game, or the slider game. For today's example, I'm just going to quickly show you how to set up the word search game. You just simply click on the top one there, and you'll see the word search game displayed. And then you have the opportunity to customize your word search by inputting your own words and creating your own puzzle. Now, as an example, if I'm a dentist, I'm going to put in dental words that make people think about coming to the dentist. And I'm going to go ahead and skip through this quickly. Okay, so I filled that out, and just wanted to mention a couple of different things on this step. First and foremost, you can't have any words that are longer than 10 letters. They'll be too long for the puzzle and it will not work. So you might get a nasty message if you try to do that. The other thing that you'll find is some people have the habit of typing a word. If I'm going to type in the word crown, I might just press the space bar just out of habit. And what's going to happen is the software is going to think that it needs to try to put that space into the word search. And so we had to code the software so if you press the next button with that space there, it's going to bring up this message here, and it's going to say, of course, no spaces. So as you can see, if I'm filling this out and I'm confused because none of these are 10 letters long down here, then I might need to click on each one of these boxes to see where there might be a space. When I get to crown, you'll notice that the cursor that's flashing is spaced after the N. So I just need to delete that, and then I can press the next button. On step number 2, really the main thing that we need to worry about are naming the campaign and selecting a color. The campaign logo, or the company logo rather, is going to be displayed here, and we could edit that if we wanted to as well. What I usually recommend is for people to put in the month in which they're running a campaign. This is going to simply help you build the URL that will identify your contest from other people running contests on our website as well. And so you want to make sure that your campaign name is something that helps remember in the time that you ran it in. That's why I usually suggest the month. So if we go with March as an example, if I start doing crazy characters and letters and numbers, what's going to happen is it's going to mess up the URL. So just do letters only, and don't have any spaces in this box. Go ahead and select the background color, and then press the next button to go to step number 3. On the third step, we have 2 different options. The first option is we can upload a photo or a video. The best way to upload a video is going to be to go to a YouTube. Okay, I went to YouTube, I copied the URL, and then I'll click the upload button. That's going to bring the YouTube video over and will display it at the end of your campaign. Click the next button to go to step number 4. And on step number 4, I have 3 different options. I can create a coupon, an invitation, or a thank you note. And if I'm going to create a coupon, I'm going to put something up here that's going to capture people's attention. And so as a dentist, I might put up here $500 off Invisalign, and then maybe I'll put some of the details down in this box down here. Right here is where you're going to want to put your website name. And of course, you want to put in the expiration date for the coupon. Once you're done with that, press the next button, which brings you to step number 5. Step number 5, there are 3 main boxes. The top box where it says Edit Game Text, this is going to be the text that's displayed after the first time people play the game. This is going to try to get them to play again. So I don't suggest that people change this too much. I put it in here generic enough that it should work for all of my customers. On the tagline, this isn't something that you have to fill out, but if I had a tagline and I wanted to have people remember me by something that's said around the office, I could put in something like this, where smiles shine bright. Okay, this is essentially going to be displayed over the top of the video or the picture that pops up on the last page. And then the last thing we need to load in here is the prizes that we're going to give away. So what you'll do as an office is you'll come up with some different giveaway prizes for the top players of your game, and you might do something like the top 3 players will each get a $20 gas card. Something very simple. You don't want to have tons of text right here, but essentially this is what will pop up once people come to register to play the game. Click the next button, and the last thing that we have to do is connect this game with your Facebook page. One of the things you want to make sure of is that you have administration rights to your Facebook fan page, and then you'll click Connect with Facebook. And I've already logged into Facebook, and so it's essentially pulling up this request for permission, and this is essentially saying that you are giving Game Time Connections permission to load the app to your Facebook page. So you click that, and then it'll bring up another pop-up that gives us permission to manage and add the app to that page. And so you click the Allow. Once you've done that, it's going to bring you to just filling out the last couple of things here before your campaign can be loaded to your page. So select the page, and what you'll see here is this is the fan gate that was talked about in the webinar video. This fan gate is going to pop up for all the people that have not become a fan of your page. When they click to play the game, this is going to pop up, and then they will have to like your page in order to play. You could change that if you wanted to. If you wanted to have a custom fan gate, you could click this and then upload your own image. But my image seems to work for most people just fine, so you can go ahead and stick with that. The last thing that needs to be done before the game can be added to the page is you just need to add the shared title here. So if it were me, I'm going to probably put something on here like free gas cards. That will capture people's attention, and this is going to be the message that people see if some of your customers decide to share your game on their Facebook page. This is what's going to pop up on their page. The share subtitle, you could put something like online word search game, and then down here you could put something like we're giving away some great prizes. There you go. Now, once you click the start button, your game has just been loaded, and some of the things that I always recommend every time that you run a new campaign is go to the web address. This is the URL that was created, and this is what you'll send your customers to play. Okay, now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to double check everything, and you'll see that the logo looks fine. The background color that I chose looks good, and you'll notice that some of the messaging that we put into the campaign creator are now showing up in this. It says the top 3 players will each get a $20 gas card. So what we're going to want to do is go ahead and click begin, and we're going to want to actually play the game. These are the words that we chose, and so we'll go ahead and fill that out really quickly. Okay, just press pause there for a second. And once we find the last word, you'll notice that these words are getting a cross put through them. Once we find the last word, the game is going to end. Now this is a kind of a neat feature because it's going to show us my score compared to the top 10. And then once we click the try again button, what we're looking for here is we want to make sure that everything looks okay before we make this, before we start sending this to our customers. Make sure this all looks good. I can choose to share, which I'll go ahead and do. And then what will happen is it's going to load into their game for me to play. All right, now I'm just finding the last word, crown. And once I do that, it brings me to this screen where I can put my name and last initial in and click the finish button. This is going to bring me to the final page where the tagline's here, the video that I uploaded is right here, and then of course has all my business information over here. It's going to show the top 10 times, and I'm going to look at the coupon again. I'm going to make sure everything looks good, and if it looks good, then I'm ready to go ahead and drive traffic to my game and try to get some more engagement on the Facebook page.